Hey everybody. I've been having a lot of thoughts about the word should, and I tried to record this last week and had some technical difficulties. And I really wasn't planning on doing this today, but I had another moment of thinking about the word should this morning, and I thought it would be appropriate. So I've been thinking a lot about my podcast, and how much I enjoyed it, and how I'd love to do it again, and all of these things, and then the shoulds start coming up. I should learn to video edit. I should write an essay. I should do this. I should do that for it, in order to do it quote unquote right. As these thoughts sit in my head, and then I do nothing because I should do this. I should do that. But there's other ways that the word should stops us or is not great for us. And I had that this morning. So last night we lost our internet. I'm pretty tech savvy, so I restarted the router a few times and nothing. So I got on with tech support, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we can't fix it. We'll send out a tech. He'll be there between 8 and 10 in the morning." Now, I don't get up before 8. No, I do not get ready for the day before I've eaten a lot of things. But if the tech's going to be here between 8 and 10, I got to be ready by 8. And so I was. And so I showered before eating. I fed the cat. I got all of the things done that usually takes me a couple of hours in approximately 30 minutes. And the tech came. It was great. Someone had cut the line, so we had to actually go and physically repair it. There was nothing I could have done. Oops, I just hit the microphone. And we got our internet back. Life is great. And then I crashed really, really bad. And I said to my husband, I should be able to shower without eating. But I can't. The word should really has there's a lot of guilt associated with the word should when you apply it to your life, right? I've got long COVID. I've been off of work for 5 months. And I should be able to have the tech come deal with our internet and still be able to do stuff for the rest of the day. But I was sitting here knitting about an hour after he left, and I couldn't. So I've rested for about an hour, and now I've probably got about 15 minutes. I'm using some of it with this because I think it's important to talk about this, to talk about the impact that the word should has on our day. Because I can't keep saying to myself, I should be able to do this, I should be able to do that, because I will never get better if I keep pushing myself, and B, I may never get better. And by saying I should be able to do all of these things, I'm not accepting myself as I am now. And who I am now is a person who's extremely ill and disabled with long COVID, and it has a long road to recovery. So I think for me, I want to remove the shoulds from my life. And one of those shoulds is everything needs to be perfect for me to do anything podcasty, like record an essay. This essay is not perfect, not by any stretch of the imagination. I've hit the microphone. I'm sitting here, I'm extremely tired. I am starting to be able to not string sentences together. If I wait for everything I think I should do, I will never do anything. Never get anything done. So think about it. Like, what shoulds are you putting into your own life, and how are they affecting you? You know, are they stopping you from doing something? Are they increasing your guilt about the status of your life? And if they are doing either of those things, do they have to? Or are you simply putting extra pressure on yourself to be this better or perfect version of yourself that doesn't actually fit with reality? You know? So, like I said, I tried to record this last week. I talked for 14 minutes. It was crazy. and I had technical difficulties. Things were not charged. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Today was probably not... If I'd listened to the shoulds, today is not the day I would have done this. But because a should impacted me today, this is the perfect day for me to do this. Anyway, I don't know what this means. I don't know if this is the new version of By the Fiber Side, or if I'm just gonna put stuff out. I have no idea. But I'm not gonna wait for the shoulds anymore. And I just dropped a stitch. Too bad it's one of the ones that needs to be dropped. See, I probably shouldn't be knitting while I'm doing this, but that's okay. Oh, I still dropped a stitch. Moving on. I stopped the video to fix it, and now I have to figure out how to wrap up. I'll figure it out. Yeah, so again, this is probably not the best day to do this. I'm now getting tired, and I'm having trouble stringing sentences together. But I'm not looking for perfect, you know. I'm doing this for a couple of reasons. And the first is because I think I have something to give. Just a little bit, right? But with what I'm going through right now, this change in my life and all of the things that I'm having to do to manage all of this change, I think I have something, some part of my experience can maybe be helpful, even in these absolutely insane times. But the other reason I'm doing this is because I miss having a voice. And I miss how when I had a voice and strangers could listen to my voice, it made an impact. So I'm gonna try and not listen to the shoulds. I'm just gonna do what I can. And today, that's making this video, putting it up somewhere, and seeing what happens. But now I need to go rest. Not should, need. And I'll get this up at some point after I've had a nap. And I hope that by sharing this, even on the days where I probably on other days would have said that I shouldn't, that it helps you decide not to listen to your shoulds. Anyway, whenever I finish my essay on my podcast, I always used to say, thanks for listening. this is By the Fiberside. But I don't know if this is By the Fiberside. So I will just say, thanks for listening, and I'll see you next time.